How will good old Melo fit with the Rockets next season?
Hold on, Skip. I thought he wasn't there yet. I thought he wasn't there with the point where he was going to come off the bench. Well, if he's willing to come off the bench in Houston, why was he unwilling to come off the bench?
I think the report says the Rockets want him to come off. They're expecting him to come off the bench, and I think that might be news to one Carmelo.
Well, if he signs this deal, I think the Rockets need to make it abundantly clear. If we sign you, this is going to be your role. Accept it or not. I mean, what are we talking about here, Skip? It's not like he's in an advantageous situation.
No.
They want you. They don't need you. For me, Skip, I think this is a downgrade because Ariza can do more things than what Carmelo can do. Carmelo can score, but he needs the ball an abundance of time in order to do that. He's not going to play D. We know that. That's not been his forte for his entire 15 going on 16 years in the NBA. So you give that up with Ariza, you give that up with Mbamute, and you ask Melo. Now, Melo can give you points off the bench. We don't know because we've never seen Melo come off the bench. So we don't know what he can do. We don't know if he can get his mind around, his mind around the concept that I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not the guy that's going to get 19, 20 shots a night, Skip. I'm not the guy that's going to go get 35, 40 points a night coming off the bench. So we don't know how his mind is going to be processing that. And then all of a sudden, you come off the bench, Skip, you might get 30 points one night. 30 points. You might get 30 minutes one night. You might get 18 the next. Carmelo Anthony is used to playing. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out.
So I give this one shot. Remember, Russell Westbrook, Paul George were not close friends with Carmelo. So they weren't able to sort of massage the situation, pull him aside and say, hey, think about this, do this for us. Chris Paul is very close with Carmelo. So maybe Chris Paul can sort of manage the situation in a way Mike D'Antoni, who fell out with Carmelo when they were together in New York.
That's the difference. Is that his brother? That can't be Mike. That's not the Mike D'Antoni that quit instead of coaching Carmelo in New York.
I don't get it. But they're together again, reunited for all the wrong reasons. And I've been telling you that with my Dallas Cowboys, cutting Des Bryant was addition by subtraction. This, to me, is going to be subtraction by addition, right? Because you add Carmelo to a mix that didn't need Carmelo. He's the wrong guy, wrong place, wrong time.
Scoring is not what they need.
No, and it's not. And they don't want to get slower and older. Again, if you add him in place of Trevor Ariza and Mbamute, who are guts and glue guys who will play D and shoot threes, then you're going to lose. You're going to be a little worse. This team looks a little worse than it was a year ago.
And the thing was surprising, Skip, and granted, the situation is different with LeBron going back because of what Dan Gilbert said, but he wasn't going to see Dan Gilbert on a day-to-day basis. Carmelo's going to see Mike D'Antoni on a day-to-day basis. You guys didn't get along in New York. Now you move 1,500 miles away, everything's going to be okay? Well, I'm missing something here, Skip. I got to be missing something. But I guess the allure, because his best friends, D-Wade got 3, LeBron got 3. He needs a ring because he's in that group.
Well, Chris Paul needs a ring too. So it could be that they won't be such good friends by about mid-season.
I got 10. LeBron has 14. D-Wade got like 12 All-Star appearances. Carmelo got 10, but I ain't got that ring. So now I can have all these All-Stars. He has gold medals, Skip. He just needs a ring to complete it. And I guess he feels this is his best chance that he can get that ring. So it's going to be very interesting. Maybe he swallows his pride. Because it's tough, Skip. You've been a starter. You've been the guy. There are only a handful of guys that scored and have more 20-point scoring seasons than Melo. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem. That's it. Think about that. The dude got 14 years of 20 points or more a game. So, and all of a sudden, got to come off the bench. Not going to get my shots. Not going to get my minutes.
Somewhere, LeBron James is chuckling over all this. Quietly chuckling. Not publicly, but quietly chuckling. Because he sees that a stumbling block in his way just got a little worse. That's what he sees.
LeBron don't see nothing. He got his shoes on. He got his You know, LeBron up in Toronto living his best life, having them good old time. He ain't worried about nothing right now.
No, I didn't
Training.
know that.
Yeah, he up in Toronto.
Toronto?
Yep.
With Kawhi?
Nope.
Is he trying to talk Kawhi into
Training.
coming to the
Yeah.
Lakers?
They got a
Toronto.
festival going on up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there must be money involved somehow.
Whoa, Skip, why do you do that? Why you counting that man pockets?
Well, why in a year? Training.
What you mean? Oh, now you know he puts that work in, Skip Bayless. Now you know wherever he goes, he puts that work in. But you'll see. You saw the product. You saw him shooting. You saw them caps on his shoulder. How he was looking.
I think that was Photoshop.
That wasn't no Photoshop. That's the real Bron.
Really?
Giving him
Yeah.
more ammo.
He's the Hulk.